Hello, everybody. Hello, Sparks fans. Welcome back to my weird, wonderful world. And again, we're talking about Sparks because this month is dedicated to Sparks. It's Sparkstember. And we're talking about Hello Young Lovers. It's pretty interesting where that ranked. A little bit surprising to me. Just a little bit surprising to me. And I kind of figured it would be. But I'll explain when we get there. But first, there's just a couple things I want to talk about. As you may see, I am on my computer. I was able to get the problem I was having with the plugin fixed. At first, when I brought it to the service guy, he thought at first that maybe he was gonna have to open it up and let, because he checked it out and everything, and then he thought at the last second he wanted to go get another plug, and then as soon as he plugged that in, it all no problem came back on. It's working perfect. It's working fine. So no longer do I have any issue with my computer. It's going to run perfectly fine from here on in. So everything is as planned. And okay, so also the second thing I want to talk about, and this is 100% in response to Larry Graves' video that he made today, and I'll watch all of this first, but please go and watch it up here. He was talking about whether or not I like whether you like or don't like bonus tracks on a CD and that. And I'm gonna leave a comment too on that video. Okay, I didn't leave a comment yet, but I will be. But I just wanted to really comment on here first and say what I want about that, because I think it's a good topic, and I think it's a good way to segue into the topic of Hello Young Lovers, and I'll get into that. I will. I'm not going to leave any timestamps, not yet, not for these. So for this one I might. Okay, I might. I probably will. All right, so when it comes to bonus tracks, right, I got a few examples here. Now, I'll give a good example of bonus tracks I like. I have this 30th anniversary of Spoons, okay? And it's for arias and symphonies. Such a good album, okay? My favorite song on here, I mean, the whole thing is excellent. I give this a top score. I want to rate this one day because it would get a really high score. But my favorite song is actually one of the bonus tracks called Symmetry. Symmetry. It's actually part of the bonus tracks, and then they have a couple of other versions like Blown Away, Walk the Plank, and Nova Heart. They are better versions than the actual songs themselves of the actual album. I mean, I could just listen to the actual album, but the entire thing is good. And then you get something like this here from Captain Beefheart and his Magic Band. This is Safe as Milk, and this has a bit of bonus tracks, okay? And so it goes right up to, so there's 12 tracks, with the last track being Autumn's Child. But on this one, it's a special edition. It has a Safe as Milk, Take 5, On Tomorrow, Big Black Baby Shoes, Flower Pot, Dirty Blue Jean. I think I've only played that bonus stuff the one time. I've only played the bonus stuff the one time. I usually, when I put this in, I program it, and when you program it, it plays the songs in like exactly as in an album. There's no pausing in between songs, right? But I basically don't program those other songs in. I don't like for this. I don't ever listen to the bonus tracks. I'm due to listen to them, but I haven't listened to them since I bought them. I only listened to them once, and I had no interest in listening to them again. They just didn't give any value to the rest of the album. But the album is superb, but then it gets into the bonus tracks, and it goes Yeah, I don't know. It's too bizarre, and I gotta give it another chance though. Okay, but then you get somebody like a band like KMFDM, okay, who don't put any of their bonus tracks at all on their albums whatsoever. No, what they do is they release three sets, volume 1, 2, and 3, of all bonus stuff. It's all bonus tracks in a compilation, and they're both two CDs. That's six CDs of extra stuff, all in one packet, all in one place. A little, you know. So all the albums are just the albums, and no bonus tracks on them. You're all here, and that's a brilliant idea for a band to do, you know. And awesome, awesome. And then, of course, what Larry Graves brought up on his episode today about this album. I love the bonus tracks. Very often, when I do play it, I do play just the first album. But quite often, almost as often, I will go and what I'm really like to highlight always is the Christy Hayden stuff. That's what I play. I'll program just those five and just play those five, or not program. I don't have to program. I just skip it right up to that to track 15, and I let it play. And I love those songs. Again, I give all those five songs a 10 out of 10. I just love them. I love her voice. I love the arrangement. I just think they're so grand. So talking about bonus tracks that I love. Yeah. I mean, and then now of course now you see we're segueing into Sparks here. I want to bring back these, okay? Because in my scoring in that, I added the bonus tracks to these, of course, with especially all starting with this with Lost and Found and barbecuing Lost and Found, and of course Alabama Me Right and Marry Me being superb, and I let that play. If anything, I'll program out the interview and that. But I always let that amateur hour play because it always makes me laugh. So these are bonus tracks that I'm actually happy that they included them onto the album. I mean, I think it fills out the albums nicely, and it should have been always included on the album. That should have been the album. But again, you can only fit so much space on an LP. So that's why they were never included. Because if they would have had more space, if they would have been able to include it, I guarantee you they would have. Okay? Just saying. That's my opinion. Alright, let's switch into gear and talk about Hello Young Lovers, because I love that. We'll see. I already used the L word on it, so see how it ranks, okay? Let's first talk about the cover. Nothing so grand, It's not. It's one of their weaker album covers. It's just rabbits. It sort of reminds me a bit of Rush Presto, okay, for album covers. It's not great. But how does it rank? This is the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. All right, Hello Young Lover. So dick around. At first, I would have given it a lower score, but I give it a solid 9. Out the gate, it gets a solid 9. I do like it a lot. It's very, very good. Okay, let's keep this up now. Perfume. 10 out of 10. I love the jauntiness of it. I love the instrumentation. I love the whole. It's such a good song. It's such a rock and like it chugs along like a train. But I love the lyrics. I love the whole premise of it. It's great. And then you get the very next fight. Again, that gets a strong 9. It's just beautiful. Then number 4, Baby Baby Can I Invade Your Country. I have to give that a 10. I have to give that a 10. Again, the instrumentation, the whole, it just jams. It jams, and that fake out, at the end. You think the song's done, and nope. They give a couple of little just one of the greatest fake outs I think I've ever heard in any kind of song. I love that fake out, and it gets a 10 out of 10. Absolutely. Triple rock. I was gonna write rock time 3, but yeah, or triple rock. It would either or, but I didn't. But I gave that an 8.5 so far. The lowest score on the album. I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's good. It's good. It's good, but it's not very good. But it is probably my least favorite song on the album. Yeah, it is my least favorite song on the album. Just like warning you, so I let you know already that there's nothing lower than an 8.5. That's good news. But then you get, I think that would have, yeah, rock would have that would have ended side 1, which is a good side 1 ender. Okay, and then metaphor starting side 2 of the album. Yeah, that would have been cool. Metaphor 10 out of 10 again. I love the arrangement of it. I love the lyrics. The lyrics are so fun to sing, and it's so good. It's just so good. Waterproof. It's great. I gave it a 9.5. I mean, it's slightly lesser than either Perfume or Can I Invade Your Country or Metaphor. But Waterproof got a strong 9.5. Yep. Here Kitty. I found that very good. So it gets a strong 9. There's No Such Thing as Aliens. Again, a strong 9. And then one of the longest titles ever. As I sit down to play the organ at the Notre Dame Cathedral. I didn't put such a long title on here because Ron has a habit, okay, have you noticed? I know he does it on purpose, to put a long title on almost every single album. You look on every single album, and there's a title that has at least, like this one does, 12 words in it. 12 words. He's one of the masters of adding long titles. Not super duper long as to bore you to death, but just make it interesting, and to make you run out of space when you're trying to write it down, so you don't dare. But I give it an 8.5. It is my second least favorite song on there, but it still deserves an 8.5. But how does it measure up? That's the big question here, and that's what I want to get at. So here it is. There's the scores. Look at those 3 10s. Look at those strong 9, that strong 9.5 and those 9s. Yeah, I know. I didn't add the point zeros after these 9s, and I did on these two. Don't let that confuse you. Those two there are 9s, but it's that score right here of the 9.250, and you know where that's going to place that. That is going to place that dead, like, and this is surprising. I cannot believe that it beat Womp That Sucker. I was like, what? Has 3 10 out of 10s, while Womp That Sucker only has 2? And it got it got a point, it got a 0.1 lower than Womp That Sucker. And I'm surprised, because I really, really love Womp That Sucker. But how awesome is Hello Young Lovers? I really do enjoy that album, and the numbers actually do like, okay, no, it's like, as rockin' as Womp That Sucker is, and I love it, there's something kind of special about Hello Young Lovers that just pops it up to that 9 point, and I'm really trying to give it the most honest, this is what I think of that song. This is how that song ranks and rates. So, yeah. So, as you see, I updated my whole entire list. I still have to add 6 more albums to this, and I will make up a whole new list when I'll adding the next 6 in there. The only and well, let's go back to this for a second, but let's go back. It's a little bit back there now. Well, way back there now. I still have everything, every one of them written down. Every single one written down. I might add it into I might get a very special separate notebook and write them all down very, very neatly and carefully and have them documented for next year. This is just a rough draft of it. But that's where that landed, when I did number 20 today. So when I wrote that down, I was like, and then I had to look back on the previous one, and it's like, whoa, okay, is above Womp That Sucker. So that's where everything landed. That's all 20 that I've done so far. So isn't that pretty cool? Okay, I think that's awesome. So I am done with that. Yeah. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be done, because hell yeah, for that to be ranked fifth place. It's fifth place, and yeah, it surprised me that it passed Womp That Sucker. I wasn't expecting that at all. It was crazy. Yeah. It's those strong 10s and 9s, all those 9s, and a 9.5. It's just only 2 8.5s. So it ranks everything from basically very good, no good, everything from good to awesome. There's no not bad. There's no okay, and I don't skip anything on that. Love this album. Just playing it today and how much I enjoyed it. And it's like, oh. And when I'm writing it down, it's like, I think this is going to beat Womp That Sucker. It can't beat Kimono My House. But yeah, or the rest above it. But yeah. All right. Okay. Extra content I'm going to give you right now. A little bit extra content. I wanted to talk about these 2 Led Zeppelin 2s that I have here, okay? One is mine, and the other one was lent to me by my friend Robert. Now, when he lent it to me, I sort of forgotten that I had that one. I was thinking I had a different one for some stupid reason. But when I come back and I took a look, and it's like, oh, I do have it. But what he lent me, okay, this one here is the first edition of it. This is the 1969 release, okay? While this one here is the remaster. This is mine. This is the remaster. So you can see it's missing a logo, slightly different colored. Mine has more color to it, okay? You turn it around, okay? This is which one's mine again? Yeah, this one here is mine. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a different background. That was the original. So the new one. Yeah, this one here, mine has that blimp shape. So when you open it up, of course, it makes one, a full blimp. and then the inside booklet, and I'll show you so I have not done this yet, but I am going to very soon. So this is the old one. Okay, this is what my friend lent me. That's the inside cover, which is awesome. That's what there's nothing wrong with this version of it. But mine here is the remaster. So so I get this extra little sheet, but this is not colored like the other one is. They ended up putting it in black and white, but yeah, mine has a little extended, but mine doesn't have the the end to it. So, but mine has that, but minus the color and minus the writing that's here that that one has. So, and then the label, the difference between the label of that's the new, that's the old label, and then the new label, which that one kind of looks nicer. But yeah, I thought that would be interesting, and I'll update you on when I listen to them back to back, and listen and hear the quality. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing back to back. I'm just going to test out a couple of songs, like especially the Lemon song for sure. That one I'm going to be testing out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So and hear try to see if I can't hear the difference between the both. All right, so I am done. But before I go, one last bit of news is that my next episode, which is actually going to be a little bit later, maybe in about 2-3 hours from now. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but it's my 600th episode. I want to do a special episode for that, and then my 601 episode, which will be my 601st episode, which will be tomorrow, will be continuing with the next one, which is Exotic Creatures, which I own also now thanks to Larry Graves, and yeah, so. Yeah, look forward to that a little later today. 600 episodes, which means I'm well ahead of my 700 video goal. I wanted to do 700 videos before the end of the year, and we're not even October yet, and I'm already I'm way ahead of my goal. I'm ahead of schedule. So, and doing a video every single day of Sparks and that helps a lot, and yeah. So as someone has said, I believe it was Paul Barrett that said in the comment that was one of the best parts about doing this Sparkstember, that it gives you an opportunity to really listen, to sit down, listen to every single Sparks album, which is a joy. Remember, even that lowest score of 8 point, that if I give something an 8, I give it an 8 out of 10, but slightly better than an 8 out of 10. If I hope some girl considers me an 8.3 out of 10. I'd take that. I'd be pretty happy and honored to be an 8. Who wouldn't want to be higher on on the rankings? But if somebody said I was an 8.3, yeah, I take it as a compliment. So interior design, even though you got the lowest score, don't consider yourself that bad. There's a lot of albums that are far inferior to that. All right, okay. Now I'm officially done. I'm gonna let you go. So you know how much I love you all out there. This is so fun of a month for me to do. I love doing these, and so if you do like this content and you appreciate what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing to my videos, to my channel. I will greatly appreciate it and love you forever. And comment, hit like. It's free. It's all free for you to do. I'm not getting paid for this, and I'm not charging you anything for this yet. But that's a joke. But yeah, please, as always, be safe, take care. I will see you on the flip side, and please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.